Okay, we're starting it right off the bat with Christa on the line. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show. Christa, happy Monday.
Hi. Good morning.
Good
morning.
Wake it up, sister. Let's hear this story. I'm very excited to hear your story. Kevin's like, this is a great story for kids who play sports.
Oh.
What is your story that's going to help kids who play sports?
All right. So I played softball my whole life, and I went to a huge tryout with a great team, and I was pretty young.
Like how
and
young?
I was trying out.
Like how young?
I was probably about 13, and
Okay.
I was trying out for an 18-under team.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And I tried out, and they pulled me aside and told me that I didn't make the team and that I was not good enough, and it was with a coach that I really admired at that time, and that I wasn't going to make it in life. Like, I wasn't going to be good enough to make anything.
Oh, my God.
And so,
Who said that?
Yeah.
Who said that to
Who
you?
specifically, Krista,
Well-
said, not only are you not making this team, but you're going to suck at life in general?
May God have mercy on your soul.
I mean, what the hell
Yeah.
is that?
I don't know, but I was devastated, and I was super fortunate to have my parents, and they pulled me aside and was like, don't let him dictate your life. You keep working hard, and we'll prove him wrong. And so I kept working hard, and a couple years later, I tried out for the Olympic team and made it in 96, and then made it in 2000.
What?
And,
Whoa.
well, I know, won gold in both. And
Whoa.
I know. And this
We're
past
talking to
weekend-
a Olympic gold medal
It gets
winner.
better, though. What? I didn't know the Olympic medals. Kevin said something about the Hall of Fame. What is this?
Yeah. So this past weekend, I got inducted into the Texas Sports Hall of Fame.
Whoa. Congratulations.
What's your full name?
my
Yeah, what's your
gosh.
name?
Krista Williams.
Krista Williams, can you please come up here and bring us your gold medals? I just want to see a gold medal in real life. Like, I want to wear it just for 2
Did
seconds.
you wear it
and
around? I'd
stand with you.
I'd find every moment I could to wear
Going
that
grocery
thing.
shopping?
Yeah, anywhere. That's
Oh, my
awesome.
God.
No, but I sure will. I'll bring them up to you. My kids and I, we listen to y'all every morning, and we love it. And
thank
I just
you.
want to say thank you for all that y'all do.
Oh, my gosh,
Thank
Krista,
you.
you have made me so happy today. I am
said
smiling
96?
so much. 96
That was
and
Atlanta.
2000.
That was Atlanta, right?
Yes, and then 2000
Yes,
was
sir.
Australia,
Sydney.
or-
Sydney, Australia.
Sydney.
So you
Yes,
went
it was.
through the Atlanta. That was the
Wow.
one where we had the bombing, right?
Yes,
Yes,
that's
sir.
96 one.
And what was the famous picture you guys had? The picture. She had blonde. Jamie, or no? I forget her name.
At that time, it was myself, Lisa Fernandez, and Michelle Granger, Michelle Smith, who's commentating still on softball today, and Lori Harrigan. And then, after the 2000 games, Kat Osterman
Maybe
is probably
Kat.
the one you're referencing,
Maybe Kat
and Jenny
over
Finch.
Jenny
Yeah.
Finch.
Oh,
yeah,
Jenny Finch, yes. Now,
Yeah.
Krista, have you always lived in Houston, or did you recently move here? Did you live here in all these years you were playing softball?
I've lived here my entire life, yes.
So, for those just tuning in,
That's amazing.
gold medal,
so cool.
two-time gold medalist Krista Williams is on the line because when she was 13, she tried for an 18-under softball team, and they told her not only did you not make it, but you're probably just never going to amount to anything in life.
Where's that coach now?
Yeah, have you ever had any
and
contact?
hold on. And her parents told her, we're going to show them different. And she just got inducted into the Sports Hall of Fame. And she has 2 gold medals in the 96 and the 2000 Olympics.
And
Oh,
you're
my
the
God. I'm
pitcher?
just so floored.
My question is, have you ever had contact with that person who said you'll never make it in life?
No, I have not. I mean, the only time I saw this person again was later that year. We played them with my other team, and we ended up beating them. So,
Sucker.
He
Yeah.
probably doesn't even know yet. Do you think he put 2 and 2 together to know that
I
you're the
don't-
girl?
I don't know that he does, but in all honesty, like, it was such a huge motivation for me. I mean, it was almost killed me at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
But
of
it
course.
motivated me to work super hard to prove them wrong. And so I guess in a lot of ways I should say thank you.
That's true. Where'd you play in
Because it
college?
pushed me.
I wouldn't.
What college team were you on?
I know. I started off at UCLA and then I transferred to Texas.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
That's
And
awesome.
what do you do now, Krista?
I am the head softball coach at Kingwood High School.
Oh, my gosh.
awesome.
This is amazing.
How lucky those kids are to
I
have an
love
Olympic
it.
gold winner
That's really cool.
as their
Thank
coach.
you.
Do you get paid on the side to coach other kids? Like sometimes they do that. You're like, hey, can we have some like extra Thursday time
Consult?
with you? Or I don't know, like people ever try and
I
hire
guess if
you
you have
out?
kids, you probably have no time, huh?
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, it's a little tough. I mean, I do some pitching lessons on the side occasionally, and I work with a softball organization, the Strikers, on the side, and my daughters play ball, so it kind of all goes together.
Well, Christa, people who are listening to the Roula and Ryan show right now absolutely know who you are. And one texter says, and I quote, OMG, 5 exclamation points. Christa Williams was my idol growing up.
That's pretty cool.
Exclamation point. Well, Christa Williams is in Kingwood, and she is coaching the softball team, and she has 2 gold medals. And you say it was the Texas Sports Hall of Fame, or the College Sports?
Yes.
Which the Texas Sports Hall of Fame.
Hey, which was a better gold medal? The Sydney one was one of them looked like a CD.
That was Beijing.
Oh, Beijing. Okay.
Looked like
So you got some cool looking gold medals, I bet.
Yes, I do. They're both so special, right? But the 96 one, because it was in Atlanta, was so amazing. But I was so young and just didn't know any better. I was just a bright-eyed kid. It was like, what is going on? And then the 2000 games. I mean, there's just something to be said about standing on the podium and watching the flag and hearing the anthem.
Do you keep those gold medals like in a case, like on the wall or on the mantle?
Just wearing them while you're making spaghetti at night? Hey, guys,
Like,
Mom's a gold medalist.
Where do you have them?
They're just in my house. I have them hidden, and my dad sometimes will want them, and so he can show his friends and stuff like that.
He's proud of you.
Yeah, I let him use it. Yes, he is.
Christa, we're getting text. One person said, Christa, I used you as an example for my daughter. She was very small and she worked very hard. Everybody told her no all the time, and she ended up getting college scholarships to play softball. You've been an inspiration to kids. You have no idea.
Oh, that makes my heart warm. That's what this is about.
Oh, my God.
Trying to get kids.
We're getting so many texts about how inspiring you are and how many people know you, and you're just such a big star. That's incredible.
And you were the pitcher? That was your position? You were the pitcher? One of the pitchers?
I was one of them.
One of the pitchers.
That is awesome. And shame on any adult that tries to say something like that to a child that, hey, you'll never be anything.
The problem
in
is
life.
that person will say, look at, I'll take credit for it. I lit that fire. Like, screw you, buddy.
What kind of a horrible person says
because
that?
for every person that has a fire lit under them, like Christa did to succeed, how many other hundreds of people did not have the fire lit up? Because Christa said she had amazing parents
knocked them down
who helped her show that person she can do better. There are other people that they don't have that kind of help and support. They would have been like, okay, I guess I'll go crawl in this hole.
Hey, hold on. Well, I'm going to get your... Kev or Amal to get your number, because maybe when school's over with, we'll have you come up here. I know with schools you're busy, but would love to maybe come up here.
I will definitely swing by.
Cool. All right, hold on. Don't go anywhere.
Big Roula and Ryan show hugs to you, Christa. Congratulations, Superwoman. Thank you so much for calling our show.
Thank you for everything y'all do.
Oh my God, that is so awesome. I feel so fancy now. We have gold medalists listening to the show.
Hey, we have scientists. We got rocket scientists from NASA.
Oh my God, that's all I needed to hear. My heart is singing. I'm so excited. Christa Williams called in our show. I had no idea that she's even in our listening area. I have no idea. See the things we don't know? See how many people you don't even know the person around you at the HEB looking at that, grocery item.
It's true.
She's got 2 gold medals at her house. It's amazing. Christa Williams, bravo. Everyone's freaking out over you on text. I'm gonna take some screenshots so that when Kevin gets her number, we can send her these screenshots of all these people that she's inspired and are so excited that they just got lifted up on a Monday with her story. For those just tuning in, Christa Williams was told at 13 years old, you're not going to make this team and you're probably never going to do anything in life. And she's won 2 gold medals and she got into the Texas Sports Hall of Fame. She's the softball coach of Kingwood High School. Bravo, Christa Williams. And that's what Look at Me Now is all about, right?
Yes, it is.
That's what it's all about. Now, coming up next, we want to check in with Beth. If you missed Rose's last Thursday, we'll give you the recap. But, oh, man, Beth and John and Susan and John's best friend passed away and Susan is his widow. And it all got convoluted on Easter when he disappeared for, quote, work. Yeah, we'll give you the recap and we'll check in with Beth, see what happened. A Roula and Ryan's Rose's update next on KRBE.
1 hour from now, you're definitely going to want to stick around for this.
If you have a daughter who is starting to date, or you dread the time she's going to start dating,
or they're in it right now and they have a boyfriend,
here's how you can vet your daughter's dates with tips from the FBI.
Ooh.
Those profiler guys or girls.
I'll be the first one signing up on that.
1 hour from now, well, we will give you that information.
Well, it's too late. You got no control.
I know. Your daughter's
in her
adult
20s.
now. She's
You can't do anything.
You can't do it now, right?
If I get the FBI's help.
I don't think that's good.
I mean, I guess you could if you want to stalk this person out your daughter tells you about, but it's different when they're, early dating. You're like, who's this kid? Let me see what...
People that sign up for ARP. Didn't you say he's older?
If my daughter was dating, ARP is 55 and up. If my daughter's dating somebody that age, I'm flying out to LA and putting an end to that right now.
And then on our time. Okay, we'll help you out an hour from now on that.
Now, time for a Roula and Ryan's Roses update.
We're going to do this on the air.
104.1 KRBE.
All right, parental
friends.
discretion is definitely advised.
For sure, because last Thursday, Beth came to us with questions about her husband, John, who on Easter claimed he had to leave the family celebration to go to work for an emergency.
An accounting emergency, which kept him overnight.
Yes, he did not come home all night. And then, later on, she ran to a coworker and said, God, that must have been really crazy what y'all were going through with those numbers. And she's like, what are you talking about? Nobody worked on Easter.
We weren't here.
John's best friend had passed away also. You should know that. His
Kurt.
widow's name is Susan. And I offered John, not red roses, while Beth listened in. I offered him an overnight hotel stay, and I told him I had to know the names of the people who will be staying in the room. And let's pick it up on the recap before we get to the update on what happened last Thursday as Beth listened in to hear the name of the person John wants to share a hotel room with.
Susan.
You f***ing asshole. Susan?
Whoa.
Susan? You've been sleeping with Susan this whole time, haven't you?
No.
What the man? You've been married for a decade, and you're sleeping with someone else? You're going to do a staycation with her?
Who's Susan?
Oh, my
Susan
gosh.
is our friend's widow. Our friend Kurt just died of cancer a few months ago.
Oh, no.
And you're hooking up with her? Is that where you were on Easter Sunday?
Whoa.
Huh?
Are you serious?
Well, I'm serious. You're the one that
Honey,
named another person to have a getaway with. Maybe you shouldn't make me feel like the person in the wrong here. I didn't cheat on you.
When Kurt passed, we were distraught. I was distraught. Susan was distraught. She lost her husband. The kids lost their dad. Me and Kurt were very close. It was like my best friend. So what I've been doing, I haven't been sleeping with her. Ever.
If you weren't doing that, then how do you just make that leap to, hey, babe, we're getting a hotel room together?
Yeah, king-size bed, and you didn't give me her last name. I thought maybe you didn't know her last name.
Oh, gosh. We haven't been sleeping together. I spent the night. I couldn't tell you I was going to Susan's house to comfort her because that's what I've been doing. Why?
You should have invited Susan over with the kids for your Easter celebration.
She could have come to Easter. You didn't have to sneak around and then you're out the whole night. Are you telling me you just comforted her all night? Like, why don't you just have her over and been open about this? This is so suspicious. Can't you see how I can't trust anything you're saying because none of this adds up?
No, you can't. I'm confused, though. So if you spent the whole night on Easter into the next day and she's got kids, what'd you do, tiptoe out before the kids woke up or what?
Yeah. We didn't want them to be confused. And
John, let me just stop you right there. I'm going to interrupt you because you are trying to attempt to convince your wife and us something that you yourself would not buy. If we flip the tables right now and your wife just told you that she is comforting her best friend's husband because she died all night.
Yeah.
Nope and no.
And you never told her?
This is ridiculous.
And dude, where's your moral code? If my best friend passed away, the last thing on earth I'd be thinking of is hooking up with his wife.
I'm not hooking up with his wife, though. It's like it's.
But why are you going to the hotel with her? Why did you give me Susan's name for the hotel instead of your wife's
You say,
name?
oh, it's just for her to let her and her kids have the.
Don't give him an excuse, Eric. Make him think.
I'm just there to check her in. We connected over Kurt's death.
Have you kissed her?
No.
Why don't I believe you? Sound like you're lying.
I feel like I'm being ganged up on right now. When you get home, like we'll talk. We'll talk later on.
You should bring her over and talk to her.
Yeah, I think I need to have a talk with her because maybe she'll actually tell me something that's true because I don't believe anything.
You're not going to talk to her. She's in an emotional state right now. You are not going to talk to her.
Listen how protective he is of her.
Of course, that's why.
Oh, and John just hung up.
Because he's going to go call her real quick.
Beth, you better hang up with us as soon as possible because he is. Do you have? I'm sure
trying to get his story straight.
Yep.
Yeah, because nobody's buying this. And if he tries to convince you otherwise, we're just telling you as three strangers, don't buy that.
I know. I can tell from his voice. This is horrible.
Yeah, it sure is. So she's had the weekend. And now we're ready to find out what happened.
Yes, we thank her for checking back in with us so we can know the to be continued to this story. Well, let's welcome her now. Beth, good morning.
Hi, guys. Good morning.
Hey, Beth. So he was just pumping out the lies one after another.
How many more lies did he tell you?
Oh, my God. He kept going. And then finally, I caught him in an inconsistency with the story. And I wore him down, let's just say.
Yeah.
He finally just admitted to it, that he'd been with her this whole time.
With her in what sense? Like they had been physical?
Everything, yeah.
Whoa. Well, is it a shock, though?
I mean, this is all a shock. And it's such a betrayal because we're friends, too, me and Susan. So it's like I've lost my husband and my friend.
Have you talked to Susan?
She keeps calling me to try to patch things up, but I don't want to talk to her.
You just found out 4 days ago on Thursday.
That's a lot to unpack.
You have every right to ignore her calls.
Hell
You have every right to ignore her calls because all she's going to do is try and scramble and make you try to believe something that's false. Just take your time with whatever. If you never want to talk to her again, you don't have to.
Thank you, because that's how I feel right now. And as far as John goes, I told him to leave the house, so he's not even in the house right now.
Oh, wow. And you've got a 7-year-old daughter. How are you explaining that?
It's been really hard because she doesn't understand, but I just said, Daddy's going to stay somewhere else for a while Mommy and Daddy try to work stuff out. And
You should say, he has an accounting
emergency
he has to go to since he just leaves on Easter.
Did he say to you that he wants to go with Susan at all? Or is he fighting for you like, it was a mistake, I love you so much, let's keep our family intact? I mean, which angle was it with him?
honestly, he's being incredibly wishy-washy. I feel like he's playing it both sides because I don't feel like he's trying to keep our family together. It's like he's almost gaslighting me like this is my fault, if that makes sense.
Yeah, we hear it all the time. I mean, if
you
really
hadn't put me on roses, you would have never known. It's your fault.
That is gaslighting right there. But
Yeah.
I mean, if he really wanted, he'd fight hell to have you. And that's unfortunate that he's basically trying to play you both.
It really is. That's why I kicked him out, because I feel like I could forgive someone if they were like, I made a huge mistake and I'm so sorry and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to keep us together. But I've not heard that from him. I've just been hearing excuses and lies, and I think I deserve better, and so does my daughter.
You do.
So that's where we're at, and it really sucks, guys.
And listen, for you to say your daughter doesn't understand at 7 years old, you've already told her Mommy and Daddy are having problems. She's totally getting it. Her little spidey senses are making her uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like, so just really like try and cradle her to make her feel safe. Because
And I know I throw therapy around a lot, but a child therapist is really a good option. You know, because we sometimes don't know the proper way to talk to our children about a marriage dissolving. And it's a good idea to talk to a child therapist about that.
I agree. I think I will go that route. It's been a lot of stuff to do. And I'm making sure she knows it's not about her at all, because I know kids internalize this stuff and they think it's about them, but I'm making sure that she doesn't think that.
Listen, hang in there, Beth. Long road ahead, I'm sure. And we do appreciate you letting us know what's happened since that phone call. We wish you the best and whatever's right for you and your family, okay?
Thank you so much, you guys.
Okay, take care.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Man, oh man. Gosh. That's really something else. Roula and Ryan's Roses happens on Thursdays at 7 o'clock. You can go to krbe.com and get in contact with Eric. He will get you ready to go to be on the air with us to tell us about your situation. Like I've said in the past, the whole spectrum from I just have a gut instinct something's not right, let's figure it out, to I already know he's cheating or she's cheating and I just need to know with who it is.
Someone texted, they'll never last anyway. They have they've bonded over the loss of somebody. It's a toxic bond, but I'm sure there's people out there that have
gotten together through
they bonded
grief?
Together through grief of maybe some of their
and that's fine if you're single. But if you're married and you've got your own child,
it's hard enough as
and
it
what
is.
you're just going to put your family through by ending that family.
Well, unfortunately, Ryan, how many times have we talked to people, they ditch their original family for the other family?
Yeah.
Like totally just ignored the kids and the wife, just y'all never happened. I'm going to focus on this family now.
Like how often does it work? Like say two people that lost their mates and they go to like a group.
Oh, like a grief counseling thing?
And they fall in love.
Well, that would make sense.
Or like AA people, you're in it together. Does that happen a lot, you guys think?
I'm going to guess
you can bond over that, but is it?
I would say they know what each other's been through.
Well, yeah,
right?
with AA, I don't think you're supposed to do that.
That's what I was thinking. I think AA, you don't want to be...
But with loss like that, I would think that the last thing on earth you want to do is really start planning a new relationship immediately. That just doesn't sound right.
But it's not, I don't think they plan on planning it. Like when you lose your mate. Well, the grief meeting like set up.
It's great to be a part of an organization. You should never be alone.
In John and Susan's situation, right. A grief situation is
different. But
y'all don't know each other's worlds, and maybe your family might be like, "Oh, okay, well, you met somebody at the grief counseling who also lost their mate." When you lose your mate and you start dating somebody like in that circle, like it's just all kinds of messy.
Well, could you imagine? She lost her husband. So she's starting an affair with her husband's best friend.
A grief they're not married.
Affair.
Cheating.
That's
in this case he is.
That's what I'm saying. But
he's about to go live with her and her kids.
Because no one knows
his kids.
Yeah, once they pass away, is it 2 years you wait? 6 months? I don't know.
I don't think there's any one specific handbook, as to when it's time to start dating again.
Yep. Especially if you have kids. Some guys are a mess and they want someone to help them.
Oh, yeah.
Kids.
Well, Roula said it for years. Guys are the ones that they can't be alone.
Oh, man. Men cannot be alone. Think of all these older men that lose their wives and they're like, well, I guess I'm going to get married now. Y'all, I met a man, God bless him. He was such a sweet grandpa who listens to our show. I ran into him with his grandchild who listens to our show and recognized me. The man had just lost his wife and said to me, it had been 8 months since he'd lost his wife. They'd been married like 40 plus years. And he says to me, I need to find another woman. I am no good by myself.
No.
And he said it like I am not good by myself. And I was like, oh, sir, I'm so sorry for your loss. And she was like, oh, it's fine. She was like kind of embarrassed he said that to me. But I was like, no, the man is like super overflowing with grief. It just came out of him. Like, I need to find somebody. I'm no good by myself.
Companion.
If he was with somebody for 50 years.
And maybe that person always did things for him that she didn't mind to do. Like, that's just how they operated, right? Like, he doesn't even know, like, how to put a dish in the dishwasher, like things like that. Like, the little things that you now are responsible for, you never had to be responsible for before. It's hard to teach somebody after 50 years how to do that.
I remember when Ethan was being born, we drove, my dad and I, like an hour to get this crib. It was on sale. And we just drive back. He's just too sad. He's just like, he was married at the time to his, my stepmom, I guess. He's like, man, I just miss your mom. She knew how to save. And this woman, she just wants to spend money and stuff. Is just, I could see he was defeated, but I think he didn't want to be alone.
Yeah, it's hard. Y'all go to the listener line 713-278-VENT if you want to comment on Roula and Ryan's Roses. Coming up next, your first chance of the day to get into our listening party for Taylor Swift happening Thursday night. I'll give you all the details on how you can win your way in Scoop next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
Now, y'all ready?
This is Roula and Ryan's Celebrity Scoop
on KRBE.
Before we get it started, there's a birthday shout out that Special K you should give because this person loves you the most on our show.
Happy birthday there, little Parker. And you be a good little feller today at school and do all your arithmetic.
What's the big day? What birthday is it?
11.
It's his 11th birthday, young man. So just over a decade on this planet.
He's too young for woodworking.
He loves the prank calls. So we thought it'd be appropriate for Special K to use a voice.
And there you go, parents. If it's a birthday, you can always send it to Kev. You can
birthday prank call.
Screw with them then, too.
KRBE.com/prank call request. Happy birthday, Parker. Enjoy your 11th birthday. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Birthday.
Happy birthday. It's your birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday. Oh, yeah.
I haven't heard this in a while.
Oh, God.
Happy birthday.
Sorry I brought this up.
And now you did. Now we got to sing it. Here we go.
Everybody out there.
It's your birthday.
Turn it up, girl.
Happy birthday. It's a great day.
Parker.
That's what we say. Happy birthday.
Beginning, guys. Get it.
To you. Cha-cha-cha. Yeah, Parker. Happy 11th birthday to you and everybody who is celebrating a tax day, April 15th, Titanic sinking birthday.
Oh,
rough day, Parker.
Those are two big things happening on
this
this
whole week's
day.
rough, isn't it, right? Anniversaries of things.
It's really rough April week in the history of our nation, but let's just focus on the Taylor Swift giveaway, shall we?
Some positive
do that.
It's huge.
All right, so here's what we're doing, and this is going to be, you're just minutes away from winning your first chance in there. Taylor Swift has her new album hitting midnight on Friday, which is Thursday night. But Houston time, it's 11 p.m. Houston time because it'll be midnight Eastern time. She's going to reveal her next album, The Tortured Poets Department. So, of course, we're having a party. Unicorn Disco on Brazos in Midtown. We are going to be there. Laura will be broadcasting live. She hosts H-Town Live. Thursday night, she'll be broadcasting her show from that party. It is a 21 and up event. So sorry, Swifties who are under 21, you cannot go to this party. Because even if somebody you know is 21 and they win their way in, they cannot take you if you are not 21. It is all 21 all the time. You will dance to your favorite Taylor songs all night. Then we're going to premiere the Tortured Poets Department at 11 o'clock. There will be Taylor Swift themed games, prizes, Taylor Swift themed drinks. Dress in your favorite era's outfit to celebrate this release. It is a free event. It does not cost anything to go. It does not cost anything to go, but it is a first come, first in event. So when it maxes out, it maxes out. This is your chance to get in automatically to this free event. Doors open at 8 o'clock at Unicorn Disco Thursday night. Entry is granted on a first-come, first-served basis as space allowed. So why not get you and your friend who's 21 plus a little spot before anybody else?
But let's not say, I just want to call to win. You got to make sure you're going.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want somebody just calling to win it and then they don't go.
Right, because it's going
I
to be
want
very
serious
fun.
fans.
We want it to be all Swifty all the time.
Yep.
And, you know, most people think that they might be asleep on Thursday at 11 o'clock, but you're going to be up.
Well, the
and
reason
you're
they
gonna
do
be
it at
dancing,
11 is
and you're going to
because
be having fun.
it's because of
Houston.
East Coast time. So at midnight on East Coast time, that's 11 o'clock our time. That's when they drop the record.
That's what Roula said.
I'm just saying that's why it's at 11. That's why it's so late.
So here's how it's going to play out. Caller 10. 713-390. Actually, no. Hold on. I'm rolling it back.
Oh.
Caller 13. Taylor's favorite number.
Thank you.
Caller 13. 713-390. KRBE. You and your friend. You both have to be 21 or over to come to this party at Unicorn Disco. Again, Thursday. Doors open at 8 o'clock. The Tortured Poets Department. It's happening. It's happening. And at 8 o'clock, we're going to give you the first keyword of 4 keywords today to get yourself back to the Eras Tour. If you miss it the first time, maybe it's your first time going to the Eras Tour. We give 4 keywords a day to a specific text number. The keyword changes every time, 8 a.m., 11 a.m., 2 p.m., and 5 p.m. And that is your chance to score tickets to one of 3 cities that Taylor's going to hit when she comes back in the fall. So that is going to be a round trip airfare. That is going to be 2-night hotel. That's going to be $500 in spending cash and 2 tickets to the Eras Tour. So you're minutes away from that keyword. We got Ahmad on the phones for caller 13 for the big party. It's all Taylor all the time. We're back at this again. All right, on to the next.
Like last year at this time.
Yeah,
It's the Roula and Ryan
You're right.
show on KRBE with what's going down in H-Town.
A lot of things going down in H-Town. First of all, I want to give a shout out to the 800 people who showed up Saturday morning in Sugar Land that did the Hike for Hope in support of the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. If you are struggling or you know somebody who is, go to afsp.org. Call 988. The Montgomery County Fair and Rodeo is still going on. FFA students showing their animals, cows, pigs, etc. I was out there yesterday. A little shout out to my brother Kevin. He's a teacher at Woodland Park Memorial in Conroe. These kids are amazing. I mean, I just blown away, and it's so much fun. It's up by the airport in Conroe. Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick called on state senators to look into banning Delta 8 and Delta 9 hemp products for next year's legislative session. Delta 8 is typically found in the form of edibles or vape cartridges. It's exploded in popularity since 2019 after a new federal law reclassified the plant from an illegal drug to an agricultural commodity. Texas subsequently legalized hemp production, and they want to stop that. And the Herman Park Commons is now officially open. It completes a major upgrade to the park that's been under construction for 2 solid years now. It's a 26-acre area that sits on the southwest side of Herman Park, which is bordered by the Texas Medical Center and Rice University. The park has everything from ponds with benches and slides and swings for the kids to play on. Other new features include a carousel, a splash cove, and space adventure. So if you're looking for something fun to do with the family, the Herman Park Commons is now officially open. And that's what's going down in H-Town.
Coming up next, your Taylor Swift keyword for the Eras Tour. And we've got date or ditch. Somebody gives us a scenario of somebody they're newly dating, and we guess Should they date this person
Cheapskates.
or should they ditch out
Go on a
now?
date and you're with somebody and you find out they're cheap. Is that a turn off?
Cheap.
Or maybe it's a turn on for Kevin. It's probably a turn on.
He's frugal like me.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Only
We paid with the
happy hour.
coupon for for each other.
Yay, you're a coupon collector. Yeehaw. Okay, let's see how this goes next on the Roula and Ryan Show.